Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're here, my name is Tara. I've been asking each week up in the cards what you'd like to see next. You guys have really been loving my Instant Pot recipe videos, as well as my busy work series. So today we are going to be making a super fast and delicious white chicken chili. Absolutely perfect for this time of year. We're going to be using our Instant Pot. If you don't have an Instant Pot, you can still make this recipe. I will leave complete instructions for both methods as well as a full ingredient list in the description box below. Before we get started, if you have not already, I would love for you to be a part of this community. You do that by hitting the red subscribe button that's right below this video. Next week, we're going to be making an incredibly delicious cauliflower soup. This soup is low carb, high flavor, so incredibly delicious. You do not want to miss this recipe. Be sure to hit the bell icon, that way you're notified each time I post a new video. If you guys are ready to make some incredibly delicious white chicken chili, then keep on watching. Here are all of the ingredients we'll be using today. A complete list will be in the description box below. So we're going to start with our beans. I'm using dried, organic, northern white beans. You can use any kind of beans you like. You can even use canned beans if you prefer. And I'm filling a bowl with filtered water, some salt, enough water to completely cover and allow for the beans to grow. And I'm going to set this aside for at least 8 to 10 hours. Look at the difference between soaked versus unsoaked. Next, we're going to grab some cumin. I'm using whole cumin seed here. A friend of mine at work gave this to me. It is so incredibly flavorful. I'm grinding it in my mortar and pestle. You could also use a spice grinder, or you can use already pre-ground. Next, I'm going to grab a Poblano pepper. I love Poblano peppers for white chicken chili. You can use any kind of pepper you like. You can use jalapeno peppers, habanero peppers, or even just a regular green pepper if you don't want it to be too spicy. A great hack to tell how spicy a pepper is to taste one seed of it. This pepper was extremely spicy. I'm reserving some for garnish, and then I'm going to take about a teaspoon of the seeds and add it to the chili. Now we're going to take our garlic. I'm going to mince it up with my garlic press. I love using this garlic press. It just makes it so incredibly easy. Of course, you can just grate it in or chop it in however you like. And then we're going to take one yellow onion. I like using a yellow onion here because I feel like it really balances out the dish because it's slightly sweet. And then you're going to just chop it up as finely or as largely as you like. I wanted it to be somewhere in the middle. And as soon as we have the onion completely chopped up, we're going to grab our cheese. So I'm using some sharp white cheddar. You can use any kind of cheese you like. I highly recommend grating it fresh, but you could use the already shredded kind as well. Now we're going to grab our Instant Pot, set it to saute on high, put a drizzle of avocado oil in, and we're going to put in our chicken. I'm going to season it with some salt and some pepper, and we're going to let it just brown on the one side, maybe for about a minute or so. We're going to flip it over. You see how it's not completely browned on that side? Well, that's perfectly okay, because as soon as it browns on this side, I'm going to flip it over again, and I'm going to just really brown it good. Then I'm going to remove it from the pan. I'm not adding anything else to it. I'm just throwing in the onion and the pepper, and then I am just going to stir that all up. Of course, add a pinch of salt and stir it all up, scraping the bottom of the pan, maybe for about a minute and a half, and I'm putting a splash of the bone broth in because I really need to deglaze the pan here. I'm going to add the garlic now. I didn't want to add it at the beginning because I did not want it to burn. After about another minute or so, I'm going to add all of the dried spices. I love to toast my spices. It really brings out the flavor. There's that delicious cumin, and of course the seeds of the Poblano pepper. So I am stirring this up for about another minute, and then I'm going to add a little bit more of the bone broth. Again, scraping the bottom of the pot. You do not want anything stuck down there or you will get the dreaded burn signal. So when I'm sure there's nothing stuck on the bottom, I'm going to add all of the chicken. Then I'm going to add the beans. I love to use dried beans here. If you prefer, of course, you can use canned. Just rinse them and drain them like you would in any other recipe, and then just add them in. It will still be absolutely delicious. Right on top of the chicken and all of the rest of the bone broth. I am not going to stir it. I'm going to make sure the silicone ring is on, and I'm going to put the lid on the Instant Pot. I'm going to hit cancel and set it to high pressure for 15 minutes. soon as it's finished, I'm gonna allow 15 minutes for natural pressure. This will ensure the chicken is perfectly tender. Then we're gonna perform a quick release. As soon as the pin drops, it's safe to open. We're gonna open up our pot. And there is our delicious white chicken chili. I'm gonna get this chicken out. You can see how incredibly hard it is to get it out. It's just shredding in the pot. But I have a little trick I'm gonna do with this chili. So I do wanna remove the chicken, and I'm gonna shred it outside of the pot. I'm gonna add some frozen corn. I didn't wanna add this in the beginning because I did not want it to become too mushy. And I'm also adding some coconut cream. You can add heavy cream, you can add sour cream, you could add cream cheese. I'm adding some lime. And then I'm gonna use my immersion blender, and I'm not gonna do this for too much, just a little bit to puree just a little bit of those beans. This will thicken the chili. It is such a great hack. And look at the texture of this chili. It is perfectly chunky. Now we're gonna shred our chicken. So I'm using 2 forks. I find it works really easy. This chicken is perfectly tender, so incredibly delicious and flavorful. As soon as I have it shredded up, I'm putting it all back inside of the pot. And yes, I'm using my hands. This is a great time for you to taste your chili and see if any seasoning needs to be adjusted. Mine needed a little bit of salt since I used unsalted bone broth. So I added just a little bit in. And then I added the fresh cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, you could use fresh parsley. And now it's time to ladle this into our chili bowls. A great way to garnish this is with some of that cheddar cheese, the fresh poblano peppers. You could put avocado on here. You guys are gonna absolutely love this. What did you think of today's video? Drop me a comment below. Let me know either a video idea you have, a recipe you're interested in. Do you want to see more soup recipes, vegetarian, fish, chicken, beef? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. If you liked today's video and you want to see more like it, be sure to hit that like button and share this video on all of your social media platforms with your friends, your family, your coworkers, or anyone else that you know that is interested in healthy but delicious recipes. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.